Okay, got asked by a guildmate to record a battle against the current guild boss. Did okay the first time, flubbed the second time. This guy's Aaron. It's the lizard dude that uh, pierces. Unfortunately, the camera is doing a horrible job. Um, Basically, he's a four square character, so anybody who does an area of attack is going to hit him 4 times. Um, and that's chances to crit too, which is very important to know. uh, he's got an attack that goes for the highest attack enemy. It's a good distinction to know when you're setting up your team. So uh, that's the weekly target this week, highest attack enemy, and he's going to do a piercing attack, which is stronger than his normal attack, which is going to grab the frontmost guy. So as I'm dealing with this guy, a couple different things going on. First off, I'm using, if you guys are scoping me out, a party number 3. I've got Kyle down here in the lower left. Of course, it's having a hard time dealing with the light. Um, he's a 6 star plus 5. He's got an HP booster, so he's got an extra um, 13.5k health. He's got some health regen. Um, Nothing else really special about his gear. Ein, the rest of my team is all dark. So Ein is +7 right now. He's got an attack boost, so he's at about 6,000 plus damage. But he's only doing 30% of that for his heals, so that's why he's boosted up like that. Um, and then Gertie, who is for most bosses and fights mandatory for enhancing your damage. His skill, um, Breath of Darkness, um, does an 8% or 8-second damage increase by 20%. When you unload something, and of course he's 5 stars, so he's got the least survivability among people. Plus he's two squares deep. The nice thing about that though is he nowhere near has the highest health going on. So you know you have him, and then so basically I'm right at 6,000 attack, and then my next highest one I would imagine. Let's see, that's 48, 49. Let's see, 40. So Raven's going to be next, and notice I've got my highest attack people in the same row because they're going to get hit. She grabs health. She's got a crit hit chance increase, which gets to be brutal when you stack. Of course, she's in the group for her stun and for the damage boost. Um, and then I'm bringing Marion with me this time because, like I said, this is a 4 square boss. So, he's going to hit 4 times. Notice I don't have an attack boost on him, but I've got 6 star crit enhancement jewelry on him. So basically, he's got about a 17.5% chance to score a critical hit. And then when he does do a critical hit, it's 373%. So happy, good stuff, right? Or at least that's how I'm interpreting numbers. I could be reading all that wrong. Anyhow, more is better. Kyle's the leader. He's giving me plus 12% attack. For the whole group, regardless of um, element. So this is who I'm bringing in. I have several different parties set up depending on what's going on, and I got Gertie, probably maybe a week and a half ago, um, and discovered how intense he is for boss kills. So, um, yeah, definitely awesome. Of course, you guys can see I'm practically broke right now too. Um, I used up a lot of my good friends in the guild um, on the first attack. My second one, I forgot to take the right group with me, so I did only about half as much damage that second time. So we're gonna see if we can push ourselves up over the edge. Right now, you can see it says we're double S. We're holding fourth pretty well right now. I would imagine that we would maintain fifth at the worst, but I'm hoping to drop another 60 to 70 million damage on our total. It won't be enough for us to take third, But I'd love to see us maintain fourth if we can pull that off. Um, Also, doing this recording and stuff, it probably make me nervous as I'm typing and talking and trying to do this. But we are going to go ahead and try to take this guy down. So we're going to tell it, join the guild raid. This is my last chance. Party number 3, with that loadout. I'm going to take. I'm basically going to find anyone who's given dark elements or everybody. You got these guys in our guild with this one star, Kyle, level 15 or 20 or whatever. I wish they just. We got to get rid of those guys. They're not really helping at all. They're just not. Um, I'm not going to take anybody who's going to just give, unless I'm completely out of folks, that gives just light elements extra damage because there's only Kyle down here. And his job isn't to do damage. His job is to soak it up. So I got a friendly plus 12% attack, 25% from Beto for all dark. I got Snarfak is giving 22% crit hit power, which is good. We probably want to spread that out though, so um, it's 30 seconds a pop, um, and unfortunately, uh, I think I'm trying to. There's an art to the timing on when to do this, so um, and I don't really have that mastered. You're gonna see other people who do these fights, and Butterbook, what? um, But yeah, so they have the timing mastered to some extent. Um, you see a lot of people here, all different elements, and you see attack. Guys in here who have strong servants. The servants don't really add a whole lot to your damage total. It's that bonus you're giving to your damage, right? So in this case, I may take a crit hit chance to Kyle in the middle of all this, just because I have to take somebody, and I am going to take. I don't know what else I'm going to take, to be honest with you. I need to take something, and I'm not taking this one star crap. So, um, I'm going to take. I'm just going to take somebody. I'm just going to take some kind of area damage. So, I'm not going to really get anything out of this guy. So, we are going to launch the fight now. Now, the thing to understand when you're doing it early, the guild boss. Notice I'm still turboing, but I'm not auto. The guild boss and the world boss start out really weak, and this guy will get quick fast. But you notice that his normal attack, he's hitting my bottom row, and his middle his highest attack one, he's hitting my middle row exactly as I mean. It's the best I can hope for this guy, and I hate fighting this guy, but at least he's not a stunner. But notice I'm waiting for the timers to reach 5. I'm basically base my attack gauge on when Marion hits all 5'd out, and then Ein gets to this 3 stage, right? And I'm going to tap Ein for everybody, Gertie, and then Raven, and then I hit auto and let them flush everything out. And notice the massive quantities of damage coming through, big crits. I stop it when I see the last one go through. Notice, we haven't been getting attacked enough for him to trip the heal. Kyle doesn't seem to be a whole lot worried about his shield buff, but he'll use it if you tell him to. Um, and you just kind of repeat this, right? So I think I'll probably get 4 or 5 rounds of fighting him like this before his damage outstrips my ability to kind of just deal with it. And in which case I'll just turn it auto and let my team do their best to survive. But notice we're getting ready again, right? He's maxed out. 3, so I go 1, 2, 3. And some people might wait for Gertie to hit 5 there. I could have waited an extra half second. Um, but we're going for it. Notice I'm getting some pretty decent hits. Not really what I'm hoping for, and it really does also depend with the way my team is set up. And Marion sitting there is that crit hit chance. If I crit, it's a lot of damage, and so if you're not critting, well, that kind of sucks. Notice I'm feeling the pain a little bit down here. Well, you might not actually be able to see it. But I do have health regen on people. I am going to go ahead and pop the heals so Ein doesn't drop out on me. I don't know if moving out helps a little bit. You guys probably hear my son. He's getting ready to go to bed. He's behind me. So as soon as this fight's done, we're going to go with him. So 3, I'm just going to go ahead and let that 5 real quick. And 1, 2, 3, triple stack the buffs and then let everybody flush out. And so, boom, super big damage, nice big chunk there, no crits. So, that wasn't exciting. But, we get big crits. We like big crits. Okay. That was bad. Um, so, I'm going to try for, it looks like, no, I'm trying to record a video, my son, and that's not good. Um, so now Ben wants to be a YouTube star like Ballistic Squid or Stampy, and he's just not British or nerdy enough for that. Um, so let's see. You see, he's hitting us kind of hard now. I'm going to let that hit 3. I'm going to drop it again. Hammers drop. Um, some 3.6 millions. Not really any big. I normally see that crit a lot more than it does, and I'm just not getting the sustained crits right. He's hitting too hard, right? He just about took Raven out. I'm letting him go auto. Um, Even if I had turned this down to single speed, my experience in the past has been he still just outstrips us. So I'm letting it go to where just ride it out, right? The team seems to survive pretty well on its own. I'm not worried so much about what's going on right now as much as I am just, okay, continue damage output, right? Because we're still critting for smaller amounts, and if I can still keep this up for several rounds, it's all damage in the bank. Uh, Lots of nice flashes. This guy's uh, going down like a champ. It kind of helps. I guess I probably could have. No, if I'd have done this on a tablet, it would have just been horrible. So, um, but he's taking a pounding. We're taking a pounding. Um, his major attack will kill Raven and Ein. Usually Kyle and Marion are the last two standing when this is all said and done. Um, so we'll just see how it goes. There goes Ein. Raven's gonna be next, I think. Um, if I had to guess. No, he took out Gertie. Um, she siphons health when she attacks, so it's always a good thing. If you want to see, you can look on the screen right there, buddy. It's the same thing, um, and bigger. So, yeah, they're taking him down, and like any, this is one of the things that kind of frustrated me and confused me at first was that, oh, I lost the fight. Well, it's not so much losing the fight; it's how much, how bad can you make him hurt? How many times can you kick him in the groin before you get knocked out? So, um, we'll just have to see. Oh, it looks like Raven's going to be my survivor. That's interesting. Um, so, um, we'll see how that goes. And that's it. So, 73.4 million damage. Total damage output 173. So, I had that flub in the middle. Realistically, I was hoping, if I had to done the middle fight correctly, I probably would be staring at about 200 to 220 million damage. Notice the guys I brought with me. Not a whole lot of damage done by the servants, right? It's all of their buffs and what they do for me, right? And so that's why I share a servant that gives 12% attack to everybody across the board, because damage is damage, and that's what we need. And you want to be sharing things that give as many people as you can damage increase, not attack speed, but attack percentage. You're going to want to give them crit percent chance and crit power. Those are the three big things. Um, and then you can see it takes a second for the math to catch up. But obviously, I'm sitting here at the top of Omega, which I guess I have been doing for a good month now. 572 million damage. Hasn't done the math yet. Yeah, so we're sitting in fourth, and depending on what happens when Into and Bedogudi do their fights, we may gain a good extra 100 million at least out of that. I don't expect that we'll take Abandon. Abandon's got some late players that are coming to just jack up their attack, so it's just being in the top 5 is always our goal. It always be if you could get the triple S, I guess that'd be cool. But then you'd be like the three S's, and then nobody wants to do that. So anyhow, that's how I take this guy and how it works best. Obviously, the numbers get a lot bigger for 9 square bosses, like the dragons, but the tactics get to be a little bit different as to who you take. Like I would take a group a lot like this one for is it Cardmoss, the one who stuns like crazy. Similar group to this. I think this is the group that I took for him. The guys who just do area attack type stuff that hit the whole field though, um, I would take 2 uh, area attack damage dealers if I could. We just have to see how it all plays out. Um, but that's it in a nutshell. So happy hunting.